Yeah, hello everyone. Let's talk about how I signed my first player with no contacts, no big name, no big agency, and zero reputation. But I still signed my first player. In this video, I'll walk you through the exact system I used or step-by-step guide to what I did to sign the first player so that you can also implement this into your own way if you are starting from scratch. We'll talk about what I did before even speaking to the player, how I built trust without a big name in my agency, the conversation that changed everything, the mindset that you need as a football agent starting from scratch. I've helped over lots of agents, players, and clubs also with network and also people in this industry. So let's talk about how you can do this and implement this to your own system because I know you are starting from scratch and also to always get your foot at the doorstep, which is the main thing, is quite difficult because there are a lot of agents out there. But if you stick to this and get a pen and paper, you're going to have some knowledge on how to do this. So what are the problem you will face? The first problem, because I've also been in that shoes before learning how to network, I've been in that shoes also. So the first problem you face is you need big connection. You don't need any big connection to start because most of you people think you need big connections to start. No, you have to implement a strategy to do this. But most people always think, oh, I need big connections to start. Players won't trust someone who is unknown, which is quite also on you are being honest to yourself. But you cannot sit there and just don't do anything. And sometimes most of the agents also think agents who are certain that I cannot do anything without a network. I don't have any network, so they get frustrated. And this is the actual belief of 90% of new agents when they have tried and it becomes more difficult. But this is it's a structural approach and a frame that if you adopt this into your style is going to yield a lot of results. You're going to be successful. I guarantee you that. Okay, but before going into that, I'll have to let you know that all the agents started from scratch. No one became an agent, and the moment he was an agent, all the big names came to him. No, so where you are starting from, the only thing you have to do is believe because other people also started from you. You see, the elite agents who are out there today also started from your place. So it's about you taking your chance and also going for strong and believing into yourself. So let's look at the solution and also on my story, how I started and how you can also start and implement your own strategy. It doesn't mean you have to copy my style, but you can take knowledge from what I share here and also try to guide yourself or add something to it. Yeah, then it can help you more. So how I did, I went to the field and watched local players also. So where I live, also I live in a small city and in Finland. So excuse me, I usually go to the field, watch players, and also not no shortcuts. No, not I do internet scouting. I speak with clubs and sporting directors, of course, as you guys know, to go to interview them. But this is quite different. So what I do is I go and watch players. Sometimes stop by the field when I'm going somewhere. I can watch player just for watch just normal games who are playing little teams that are training for 30 minutes. Just watch and see who is there. Yeah, and that can do the trick. When you watch, you can see a player, just a local player. Start locally, don't start to go high. Because what happens is, as I always say, there's a lot of talent everywhere. When you start locally, it's always easy because those people there, they don't have also the players who are playing, they don't also have, let's say, an agent. So you popping up in front of them also give them the room. It's like it's like it's a win-win. So start from there. As much as that person has the talent, you can start from your local area. It's just that that person also needs marketing also, which you also can start with him as your client. One player can catch your eye. The next day, come back and watch that player in training and also come back and still try to scout that player. Like what I did, like let's take for example, when I went to watch a player, he's caught my eyes, and I came back again. I said, okay, I'm still going to watch this player, and then I started discovering that this player has something special because he scored a lot of goals, and then I kept on watching the player and then taking note that, okay, if I have a chance, I'll have to go for this player. So you also can implement this type, like leaving your house, going to the field, trying to players watch players, scouting them, and when you find one that you feel this one has got talent and he has got attitude and everything, you come back the next time and try to follow up again. You don't need to tell him that I'm watching you or whatsoever. You just need to focus and watch him. The day you see that, okay, this guy or this player is quite good. And what thing I can advise is, because I always go to professional clubs. What I do is when I go to watch their training session, I try to also look at it. The player I watch, that can he fit in into this system? I try to do those kind of scouting just individually myself. So thereby also concluding that, okay, with the talent of this guy, of this player, he can actually come and fit in into this other system. So then when I come back now, I try to go for that player. So you can also adapt it, but in your own way, how you can see is how it can fit your style. So this is also a good way. Then in the weekend, I also try to, if I try to find where the team, the player is playing, I go and watch him and I say, okay, this in the training session is like that. In the weekend, he's also performing like this. No rush, just observing how the player do. So this is the process that I say you can do this and you can even enjoy it, because not panicking or not trying to chase after big names. And after that, again, you show up again the next day for training, and then you can have a conversation now with the player. And if his parents are there, you can also have a conversation. Yeah, you introduce, for example, me, I introduce myself, share what I saw as and explain how I could help. For example, like my case is that I said, okay, I can also help, maybe guide the player if the player needs some training sessions and everything. I provided value, and from there on, training the player, and the parents trusted me to say, okay, you can manage this player's career. So in your own way, you can also try to mirror. You don't need to always train the player, but you can give one or two words of advice and introduce yourself. You're an agent, and you'll be you would like to manage his career. But also, what I will say before doing this, also try to also go to leave your home also and try to just go to network with football clubs, talk to them so that you can see what idea they are, whatever system they are playing. Because you can have a player, but if you don't have also the network, it's going to be hard. So what you can do to break that ice is, when football clubs are training, just try to go to any club around your area and just watch what they are doing. Speak to the coaches there. Yeah. Because what you don't realize what you're doing. What you're doing is you're actually building your network from scratch. That at one point in time, you know a lot of people that you don't, by doing these basic things. And in football, just one player you sign can change everything also. So don't always worry about this is low or whatsoever. One player signing can change everything. I'll give an example, like George Mendes, who is one of the biggest, or if not the biggest agent, Ronaldo agent, and now Lamine Yamal agent. You know, he owned a nightclub and he was not a football agent before, but he started from scratch and built his reputation by just signing one player, which was Nuno Espirito Santos from to Deportivo de la Corona. And from then, because he went there, his friends, the friends of Nuno, said, okay, we're looking for an agent. And Nuno said, I have an agent. If you want, he can represent, I can speak to you. And from there, George Mendes blew off. From there, he started getting more clients. And you see, then he started getting also people from different parts of the world. From Portuguese market, he got the Portuguese market, and now he got other markets. So you see, it starts with one player, then from there the rest is history. So always remember that you don't need to sign many players. Start with someone and look after his career, then the rest can be history. Okay, so I hope you guys are getting value from this. Don't always start with, you don't need to always start with the best players. From grassroots level, you are going to go to the top if you are focused and determined and doing everything bit by bit. So as I said, from coming back to, let's continue. I introduce myself, and the players parent gave me an open hand to try to look for, to represent that son, and that was how I got my first player. So keep following up and also try to, how I'll say, If you go the first time it's not working, go to other go to other scouting, to other clubs, and keep scouting players. For it's just a matter of time. If you keep pushing, it's going to work. And this method I give you, it works 100%, because they most of the time the players who are there are also looking for agents. So you popping up, it's not that they have agents a lot that they are going to say no to you. And the next thing is, most of the time, if you go to, I always tell you that most clubs, there is always a standout player that can play in a big club or in a good team somewhere, but he doesn't have the market for someone to see him. So it's your chance to do that for the player. Okay, so I hope you got value from this video, and if you are enjoying it, you can also leave me a message and we can see how, if you need someone to help you, a lot of network, I can help you. I can give you a lot of knowledge on how to network with top elite football clubs, and how to contact sporting directors, meet with them, so that you can build your network to become a super agent in the world. So okay, so I hope this you can take some information from here that is going to help you tomorrow or in future. Okay, I'm happy you learned something. So talk to you and take care. Cheers.